Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurunji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
Okay, my next question. Show that if A subset to B, then C minus B is subset to C minus A, where C is any set. Okay. If A is subset to B, then C minus B is subset to C minus A. Okay. To prove that C minus B is subset to C minus A, what we will do is we will take some element, some arbitrary element in C minus B, and we will prove that that element lies in C minus A. Okay. That is the procedure. So, first let x belongs to C minus B, x belongs to C minus B. What is it meaning? X belongs to C minus B means x is an element of C and x is not an element of B. Okay. X belongs to C and x does not belongs to B. Now, x does not belongs to B means x does not belongs to A also, no? As A is subset of B, every element is an element of B. Suppose if some element does not belongs to B, obviously that element does not belongs to A also. Okay. So, as x belongs to C and x belongs to B, okay, x belongs to C and x belongs to C and x does not belongs to B. So, obviously x does not belongs to A also. Okay, as A subset to B, x does not belongs to A. Now, x belongs to C and x does not belongs to A. Okay, x is an element of C and x is not the element of A, then obviously x is an element of C minus A, x is an element of C minus A. Okay. So, here x is an arbitrary element lying in C minus B. We prove that x is also an element of C minus A. So, C minus B is subset of C minus A, C minus B is subset of C minus A. Okay. Now, here C is any set, C is any set. If A subset to B, we have to prove that C minus B is subset to C minus A. For this, we will take some arbitrary element in C minus B, we will prove that that element lies in C minus A. Okay. Now, let x belongs to C minus B, it means x is an element of C and x is not the element of B. So, as x does not belongs to B, obviously x does not belongs to A also. So, x belongs to C and x does not belongs to A, it means x belongs to C minus A. So, x is an arbitrary element of C minus B, we prove that x also an element of C minus A. So, C minus B is subset of C minus A, C minus B is subset of C minus A. Okay. Next question. Assuming that power set of A is equal to power set of B. What is power set of A? Power set of A is set of all subsets of set A. Power set of B means set of all subsets of B. Okay. If power set of A is equal to power set of B, show that set A is equal to set B. Okay. What is given? Set of all subsets of A and set of all subsets of B both are equal. We have to prove that set A is equal to set B. Okay. This is given condition, we have to prove that A is equal to B. Okay. Now, to show that A is equal to B, what we will prove? In general, in sets concept, to prove two sets are equal, we will prove that first set is subset of second set and second set is subset of first set. Okay. So, for this, first of all I will prove that A is subset to B. Okay. To prove A is subset to B, I will take some arbitrary element in set A and I will prove that that arbitrary element also an element of set B. Okay. Now, let x belongs to set A, x belongs to set A, x belongs to set A, as A is an element of power set of A. A is an element of power set of A, as A belongs to P of A, that is equal to P of B. So A belongs to P of B, A belongs to P of B. It means x belongs to A here. Okay, I am considering x is an element of A. Okay, now in P of A you have all subsets of A. So A is also subset of A. So A belongs to P of A, which is equal to P of B. So A belongs to P of B. A belongs to P of B. It means x belongs to C. X belongs to C, where C is some element in P of B, where C is some element in P of B. C belongs to P of B. So C belongs to P of B. C belongs to P of B means C is some subset of B only, no? C is some subset of B. C is some subset of B. Okay. So C is some subset of B. Okay. Now x belongs to A here. X belongs to A. So here what we prove? We prove that an element x belongs to A is also an element of B. X belongs to B. So A is a subset of B. A is subset of B. Okay. Similarly, we can prove that B is subset of A. So A is subset of B and B is subset of A. From these two, what we can conclude? Set A is equal to set B. Set A is equal to set B. Okay. Now here what is given is power set of A is equal to power set of B. We have to prove that set A is equal to set B. For this, I will prove that set A is subset of set B and set B is subset of set A. Okay. To prove set A is subset of B, we will take some element, arbitrary element in set A. Okay. We will show that that element also an element of set B. Okay. Let x belongs to A. Now x is an element of A. Okay. A is an element of power set of A. A belongs to power set of A, that is equal to power set of B. So A belongs to P of B. Okay. A belongs to P of B. Okay. So what we can write is x belongs to C. X belongs to C, where C is some element in P of B. C is an element in P of B. Now C is an element of P of B. Now what is P of B? P of B is set of all subsets of set B. So C belongs to P of B means C is a subset of P of B. C is a subset of B. Okay, C is a subset of B. Okay, C is subset of B. Now x belongs to C means x belongs to C and C is subset of B means x belongs to B also. Okay. Now here we consider x belongs to A. Here we prove that x belongs to B. Therefore A is subset to B. Now A is subset to B. Similarly, we can prove that B is subset to A. Okay. A subset to B and B subset to A. We can conclude that set A is equal to set B. Set A is equal to set B. Okay. Next, show that for any sets A and B any two sets. Okay. First condition is A is equal to A intersection B union A minus B. A intersection B union A minus B. Second point, A union B minus A is equal to A union B. Okay, first I will prove, first point I will prove. We have to show that A is equal to A intersection B union A minus B. Now prove that this one equal to this one, left hand side equal to right hand side. I will prove that A is subset of this set and this set is subset of A. Okay, like that. Now to prove A is subset of this set, first what we will do? We will take some arbitrary element in set A. We will prove that that element also lies in set B. Okay. Now let x belongs to set A. Now we show that x belongs to this set. Okay. Now x belongs to A, there are two possibilities. Either x belongs to A intersection B or x does not belongs to A intersection. Now suppose x belongs to A intersection B, x belongs to A intersection B, then x belongs to A intersection B union A minus B also. No? Union means if element lies in this set or this set, obviously element lies in union. Intersection means if element lies in this set as well as in this set and in both the sets, then element lies in the intersection. So x belongs to A intersection B, obviously x belongs to A intersection B union A minus B also. No? Okay, this is one case. Suppose x is not lying in A intersection B. So x is not lying in A intersection B. Suppose x does not belong to A intersection B. X does not belongs to A intersection B means what is the condition x does not belong to A intersection B means either x does not belongs to A or x does not belongs to B. Okay, x does not belongs to intersection means if x does not belongs to A or x does not belongs to B. Here already we consider x is an element of A, so this statement is not true. So obviously x does not belongs to A, x does not belongs to B, x does not belongs to B. Okay, since x is an element of A. Now x does not belongs to B, okay, and x belongs to A. So x is an element of A and x is not an element of B. So obviously x is an element of A minus B. Okay, x is an element of A minus B. As x belongs to A and x does not belongs to B, x belongs to A minus B. As x belongs to A minus B, x belongs to A intersection B union A minus B. Okay, either this case or this case, what we able to prove that x is an element of A intersection B union A minus B. So A is a subset of A intersection B union A minus B. So this is one. So we are able to prove that A is subset of A intersection B union A minus B. Next, we will prove that A intersection B union A minus B is subset of E. Okay. But clearly A intersection B is subset of A. A intersection B subset of A as well as A intersection B is subset of B also. So anyhow, A intersection B is subset of A. A intersection B is subset of A and A minus B is also subset of A. A minus B is also subset of A. So this is a subset of A, this is subset of A. So their union is also subset of A only, no? Their union is also subset of A only. Now this is 2. Okay. So from 1 and 2, A is subset of this set is subset of A. From these two, what we can conclude? These two sets are equal. These two sets are equal. Okay. And next one, second one is A union B minus A is equal to A union B. Here also we will prove that this is a subset of this set and A union B is subset of this set. Okay. First of all, to prove this is A union B minus A is a subset of A union B, I will take some arbitrary element in the set. Okay. Let x belongs to A union B minus A. Okay. X belongs to A union B minus A. What is it meaning? X belongs to union means x belongs to either first set or second set. So x belongs to A or x belongs to B minus A. So x belongs to A or x belongs to B minus A. What is it meaning? It means x belongs to B, x belongs to B minus A, it means x belongs to B and x does not belongs to A. Okay. Now if you combine these two conditions, it means x belongs to A or x belongs to B and x belongs to A or x does not belongs to A. Okay. X belongs to A or x does not belongs to A, it means we can consider it as a universal set. Okay. So x belongs to A or x belongs to B and x belongs to A or x does not belongs to A, it means x belongs to A union B. X belongs to A union B. Now we consider an element x in A union B minus A. We prove that x is an element of A union B. So obviously A union B minus A is a subset of A union B. Okay. Here to prove A union B minus A is a subset of A union B, first we will consider some element, arbitrary element in the set A union B minus A. Okay. So, let x belongs to A union B minus A. It means either x belongs to A or x belongs to B minus A. So, x belongs to A or x belongs to B minus A means x belongs to B and x does not belongs to A. Now, if we combine these two conditions, x belongs to A or x belongs to B and x belongs to A or x does not belongs to A. Okay. X belongs to A or x does not belongs to A means you can consider as a universal set. So, overall what you get from these two conditions is x belongs to A union B. Okay. So, x belongs to this set and x belongs to this set. So, this set is subset of this set. Okay. A union B minus A is a subset of A union B. Okay. Now, we will prove A union B is subset of this set. So, to prove A union B is subset of this set, okay, we will consider some arbitrary element in this set and we prove that this element, arbitrary element also an element of this set. For this, let x belongs to A union B. X belongs to A union B. What is it meaning? X belongs to A union B means x belongs to A or x belongs to B and x belongs to A or x does not belongs to A. Okay. So, if you combine these two conditions, x belongs to A or x belongs to B and x does not belongs to A. So, x belongs to B and x does not belongs to A, it means x belongs to B minus A. X belongs to B minus A. X belongs to A or x belongs to B minus A means x belongs to A union B minus A. So, x belongs to A union B minus A. Now, here x is an arbitrary element of A union B. We prove that x is also an element of A union B minus A. So, A union B is subset of A union B minus A. So, let it be 4 and this is 3. From 3 and 4, what we can conclude? 3 equal to 4. So, A union B minus A is equal to A union B. Okay. Next question. This is you can give any example for this question. A intersection B, A intersection C equal. Okay. Show that if these two are equal, show that A intersection B equal to A intersection C need not imply B equal to C. Okay. If these two are equal, it does not mean that B and C are equal. You give any example. Now, I will take example like this: A as 0 1, B as 0 2 3, C as 0 5 10. Okay. Now, intersection of these two is what? 0. Intersection of A and C is also common element is 0 only, no. So, A intersection B, A intersection C both are equal, but here B is not equal to C because 2 is an element of B, but 2 is not an element of C. So, B is not equal to C. Okay. You can give any example, your choice. Okay. Next question. Let A and B be two sets and conditions are if A intersection X equal to B intersection X is equal to null set, where X is any set, and A union X and B union X both are given as equal for some set X. I have to show that set A is equal to set B. Okay. Set A is equal to set B, we have to show. A and B are two sets and this is one condition and this is one condition given. What are the condition? A intersection X, B intersection X both are equal to null set. A union X and B union X are equal, we have to show A equal to B. Okay. Now, we have a condition, this is the condition we have already. A is equal to A intersection A union X. A equal to A intersection A union X, this is already we discussed similar condition. Now, what we can write? A intersection A union X, we can write as A intersection B union X because A union X and B union X both are equal. Okay. Now, A intersection B union X by distributive law, so what we can write? A intersection B union A intersection X. Now, A intersection B union A intersection X, but A intersection X is what? Null set. So, A intersection B union null set is what? A intersection B. So, A is equal to what? A intersection B. Okay, mark this one as 1. Similarly, B what we can write? B is equal to B intersection B union X. B equal to B intersection B union X. Now B union X is equal to A union X. So in place of B union X we can write A union X. So B intersection A union X. Okay. Now by distributive law what we can write, B intersection A union X equal to B intersection A union B intersection X. Okay. Now B intersection A union B intersection X, but B intersection X is null set. So A intersection B union null set, that is A intersection B. Mark this one as 2. What we have, B is equal to A intersection B, A is equal to A intersection B. From 1 and 2 what we can conclude, A is equal to B. From 1 and 2 we can conclude A equal to B. Okay. Next question, find sets A, B and C such that A intersection B, A intersection C and B intersection C, these are non-empty sets, and A intersection B intersection C is equal to empty set. We can give example. Okay. Now I will take set A as a set A containing the element 0, 1, 2, set B containing the elements 2, 3, 4, set C containing the elements 1, 3, 5. Now A intersection B, common element among A and B is what? 2. A intersection C, common element among A and C 1. B intersection C, common element among B and C is 3. Okay. So these 3 are non-empty sets, but A intersection B intersection C is empty set. Okay. We have to find sets A, B, C such that A intersection B, A intersection C, B intersection C are non-empty, but A intersection B intersection C is empty set. Okay. So I will consider sets like this, A intersection B, A intersection C, B intersection C are non-empty, but A intersection B intersection C is empty. Okay. Next question, in a survey of 600 students in a school, 150 students were found to be taking tea. Okay. In a survey of 600 students in a school, 150 students were found to be taking tea, means 150 students like tea, and 225 taking coffee, means 225 students like coffee, and 100 students taking both tea and coffee. So 100 students take both tea and coffee. Okay, this is the information given. Now find how many students were taking neither tea nor coffee, means how many number of students, those students taking neither tea nor coffee. Okay, this is the question. What is given? In a survey of 600 students in a school, 150 students were taking tea, 225 are taking coffee, 100 were taking both tea and coffee. How many students were taking neither tea nor coffee? Okay. Now I will take U with a set of all students who took part in the survey. Okay. So U with a set of all students who took part in survey, letter T with a set of all students who taking tea, and C with a set of all students who taking coffee. Okay, or taking coffee. Now what is given? How many students participated in the survey? 600 students. So number of elements in set U is equal to 600. N of U is equal to 600. How many taking tea? 150. So N of T is equal to how much? 150. How many taking coffee? 225. So N of C is equal to 225. How many taking both tea and coffee? 100, no? So N of T intersection C is equal to 100. Okay, this is the information given. Total number of students participated in the survey is 600, that is N of U is equal to 600. Okay. Number of students taking tea is 150, N of T is equal to 150. Number of students taking coffee is 225, N of C equal to 225. Okay. Number of students taking both tea and coffee, N of T intersection C is 100. Okay. This is the information. What we have to find? How many students were taking neither tea nor coffee? Okay. Now we have to find N of T complement intersection C complements, means neither tea nor coffee. N of T complement intersection C complement. This is N of T complement intersection C complement, we can write it as N of T union C whole complement. N of T union C whole complement. Now n of a complement is nothing but number of elements in universal set minus n of a. Now similarly n of t union c whole complement is n of u minus n of t union c. So n of u minus n of t union c. T union c formula is what? N of t union c is n of t plus n of c minus n of t intersection c. It is like n of A union B formula. N of A union B is n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. Okay, so n of t union c equal to n of t plus n of c minus n of t intersection c. Now n of u 600 minus n of t 150 plus n of c 225 minus n of t intersection c 100. So if you calculate in bracket, what we have? 150 plus 225, 375 minus 100, 375 minus 100, 275. So 600 minus 275, how much? 325. So 325 students were taking neither tea nor coffee. Okay, but this is the information given in a school. In a survey of 600 students in a school, 150 are taking tea, 225 are taking coffee, 100 are taking both. Okay, how many are taking neither tea nor coffee? Okay, this is the information given. Okay, n of t complement intersection c complement we have to find, nothing but n of t union c whole complement, nothing but n of u minus n of t union c. Okay, n of u is 600 minus n of t union c is n of t plus n of c minus n of t intersection c. Okay, 150 plus 225 minus 100. So this is 275, 600 minus 275 is 325. So 325 students were taking neither tea nor coffee. Okay, okay ma, we will continue in the remaining problems, will continue in the next session.